Kerala, God's own country, is the southernmost state in India with a population of 35 million people. It is known for its palm-lined beaches and tranquil backwaters and is bordered by the Arabian Sea on one side and the Indian Ocean on the other. Literacy is high at over 99%. Kerala enjoys 4 seasons, culminating in a monsoon, which commences at the beginning of June through to the beginning of September. This time, however, rainfall was excessive and unrelenting, and from the 9th of August 2018, floods resulted. When Kerala faced the worst flood in a century, the effects were unprecedented. Over 400 people died, around 100,000 were rescued, and about 1 million were evacuated. The flooding affected hundreds of villages, destroyed over 10,000 kilometres of roads, and damaged thousands of homes. Devastating rainfall was followed by treacherous landslides, over 500 of them. More than 200 bridges collapsed. Over 42,000 hectares of crops were destroyed. Airports remained closed for weeks and power stations were shut down. Kerala battled torrential rain in 12 of its 14 districts and cited a loss of more than £2.5 billion. Government launched the largest rescue operation in its history. The Army, Navy, medical teams and Coast Guard were deployed in the state, who worked around the clock for the rescue mission. Over 3,000 relief camps were opened, and over 1 million citizens found shelter in these camps. Medical teams across the state reached the camps to offer free medical services. Thousands of citizens used social media platforms to coordinate search, rescue and relief efforts. An army of IT experts helped to coordinate operations and send out vital information. Kerala found its true superheroes in the humble fishermen. Braving torrential rains and hazardous terrains, they saved countless lives. Around 4,500 fishermen took part in the rescue operation and managed to rescue more than 65,000 people from various districts. The youth and civil society mobilised resources and ran relief camps. Temples, mosques and churches were thrown open to people of all castes, creeds and communities. People from all walks of life contributed massively, in one way or another, to the crisis. It goes without saying that the Chief Minister of Kerala, Pinarayi Vijayan, played an integral role in harnessing the flood rescue operation. He showed the highest degree of political commitment and a proactive approach, thereby achieving a great deal of synergy amongst the national, state and district agencies. He kept his calm and held regular press conferences to alleviate fears that went a long way in appeasing the people at large. All political parties stood together and worked shoulder to shoulder, sending a clear message of unity in the hour of crisis. From fishermen to firemen, politicians to press, celebrities to civilians, everyone's consciousness and commitment to the society shone through in the rescue and relief operations. When flood rose above the hopes and homes, humanity rose above the flood. When Kerala was going through the worst crisis in a century, many thousands of miles away here in Great Britain, we were on tenterhooks, anxious about our loved ones and their safety. Many families of GMA were directly affected by the floods. Relatives and friends of GMA members were missing, and some were stranded for days. When Motherland called, we responded with all our heart and will. GMA Kerala Relief Fund was formed on the 16th of August 2018, and members were tasked with different ways of fundraising activities. GMA members donated generously to the cause in the form of organisation, participation and contribution. Collections made at St Peter's Church, Gloucester, on Sunday the 19th of August received an overwhelming response. The parish priest, Father Liam Slattery, and other parishioners helped us tremendously. People contributed big-heartedly to the collections held at the mosque, Majid A.E. Umar and GMA Al-Karim Mosque in Gloucester. Miss Sabi Ismail completed a sponsored wolf run and donated the sum she raised. Collections were held at Gloucester and Cheltenham hospitals and all received a heartening response. Delphi Technologies held a food sale which generated a tremendous sum. GMA members held similar collections at their workplaces, including Root Systems Limited, and they contributed dearly to the cause. Mani Massey from BBC Radio helped by broadcasting the flood appeal to propel contributions from a wider audience. GMA cancelled its yearly Onam celebrations and organised street collections on this day instead. Various other street collections were organised which received an immense participation from the youth of GMA. An overall sum of £28,500 was raised for this noble cause, which shows the dedication and hard work of the members who worked efficiently, tirelessly and selflessly for this cause.
Victims of the India flood, please help the people. Please donate. Victims of the India flood, please help the people.
GMA wanted to make sure that the help is given to the most deserved in the most efficient way. To assure this, GMA formed a separate committee to manage the fund. Decision was taken to utilise the fund towards the building of 4 houses for the flood victims in coordination with the GMA Swapnakud programme. The remaining amount was to be used for providing essential amenities for the flood-affected victims and families. GMA was able to provide 19 families with an emergency kit worth of 20,000 rupees. 4 families have been selected from the most vulnerable communities in 4 districts for the house building project. Saji works in building sites for daily wages. Saji's family include his wife Priya, 12-year-old daughter Sarika and 10-year-old son Shiva. Priya is seriously ill with a rare liver condition. Doctors have advised that Sarika needs to undergo a surgery to correct the face distortion she suffered due to epilepsy. This is very expensive surgery which the family cannot afford. Shiva was born prematurely and is suffering from visual deficiency. Amidst all of this, Saji has been diagnosed with a severe kidney condition which means he is unable to work. The family has little income to rely on, but many mouths to feed. Then came the floods, which washed away their humble dwelling, making this family left with literally nothing. Hearing about Saji's story, GMA came forward and offered to build a house for this family. Today we are delighted to report that the house build has been completed, and this project was inaugurated by G. Sudhakaran, Honourable Minister for Public Works Department and Registration, at 10 a.m. on Christmas Day.
English സാഹിത്യം മാത്രമല്ല ബ്രിട്ടീഷ് ഹിസ്റ്ററിയും പഠിക്കാൻ വന്നിട്ടുണ്ട്. അപ്പോൾ ഇംഗ്ലീഷിൻ്റെ മാഹാത്മ്യവും അതിൻ്റെ പരിമിതിയും ഞാൻ മനസ്സിലാക്കിയിട്ടുണ്ട്. അതെല്ലാം പഠിച്ചു കഴിഞ്ഞപ്പോൾ മലയാള ഭാഷയോടുള്ള ബഹുമാനം കൂടുകയുണ്ടായി. ചിലർ കോളേജിൽ പോയി കഴിഞ്ഞപ്പോൾ മലയാളത്തോട് പിടിച്ചു. എനിക്ക് നേരെ തിരിച്ചായിരുന്നു, മലയാള ഭാഷയോടുള്ള ബഹുമാനം കൂടുകയാണ് ഉണ്ടായത് ഇംഗ്ലീഷ് പഠിച്ചു കഴിഞ്ഞപ്പോൾ. കാരണം ഇംഗ്ലീഷിനില്ലാത്ത ഒരുപാട് കഴിവുകൾ മലയാള ഭാഷയ്ക്കുണ്ട്.
വീട് വെച്ച് തന്നതിൽ ഞങ്ങൾക്ക് വളരെയേറെ സന്തോഷമുണ്ട്. മലയാളികളുമായിട്ട് ഇടപെട്ട് മുന്നോട്ട് ഞങ്ങൾ പോകുന്നതിന് ഏറ്റവും വലിയ സ്നേഹവും സന്തോഷവും നന്ദിയുണ്ട് സാറേ. ഞങ്ങൾ ഒരിക്കലും ഇത് മറക്കത്തില്ല.
ഗ്ലോസ്റ്റർഷയർ മലയാളി അസോസിയേഷനിലെ എനിക്ക് വീട് വെച്ച് തന്നതിൽ വളരെയധികം സന്തോഷവും നന്ദിയുണ്ട്. പ്രത്യേകിച്ച് തോമസ് ചാക്കോ സാറിനും അങ്ങനെ എല്ലാ അംഗങ്ങൾക്കും നന്ദി അറിയിച്ചു വരുന്നു.
Kumar's family include wife Smitha and 3 daughters. Kumar is a kidney patient and unable to work. Smitha is working on daily wages. Kumar and Smitha have 3 daughters. 2 of the daughters suffer from visual deficiencies and are undergoing treatment. The family has been struggling to make both ends meet, with only Smitha's meagre income to get by. When life couldn't get any tougher, came the big blow in the form of flood, which left them homeless. GMA came to know about this tragic story and stepped in to lend a helping hand. Ramachandran and his wife works for daily wages to feed their children. They have been living in a dilapidated house which was due to collapse any moment.
അച്ഛന് പഠിപ്പ് നിർത്തിപ്പോൾ അതും മതി പഠിച്ചത്. അപ്പോൾ അവരുടെ ഇഷ്ടം പഠിക്കണമെന്നാണ്, നിങ്ങൾക്ക് കോളേജിൽ പഠിക്കണമെന്ന് ആഗ്രഹമുണ്ട് പറഞ്ഞു. അപ്പോൾ ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞു ഞാൻ കടം മേടിച്ച് തരാം, നിങ്ങൾ പഠിച്ചോളും. പിന്നെ ജോലി ചെയ്യാൻ അധികം വയ്യ, ആൾക്ക് അധികം ആരോഗ്യം കുറവാണ്. ഇല്ല പറഞ്ഞിട്ട് വീടുമില്ല, അടുത്ത ഉറപ്പായിട്ടുള്ള വീടില്ല ഞങ്ങൾക്ക്. എന്തോ സ്റ്റേറ്റ് കുട്ടികളാക്കി പോവാൻ ഞങ്ങൾക്ക് എവിടെയും പഠിക്ക് പോകാൻ സമാധാനമില്ല. രണ്ടാളെയും വിശ്വാസമില്ല. നേരം വഴിക്ക് വരുമ്പോൾ മക്കളെ എന്തോ സ്ഥലത്ത് ആക്കി പോകണം. അതുകൊണ്ട് ഞങ്ങൾക്ക് ഭയങ്കര വിഷമം. അങ്ങനെ ഒരു കാര്യം തന്നതിന് ഞങ്ങൾക്ക് സന്തോഷം, നന്ദി.
They had to take resort of the neighbours to keep their children safe. The flood took all of their possessions, but they were lucky enough to hold on to their life. GMA has stepped in to light a little candle of hope for this family. Padmini, a 73-year-old widow, lives with her 2 daughters and 4 granddaughters. Padmini's eldest daughter is also a widow with 3 daughters. She suffers from epilepsy and is unable to work. Her second daughter suffered severe domestic abuse from her partner and has since been separated. She is giving tuition to children in a nearby school and earns next to nothing. Padmini still works for daily wages to feed her dependents. Her only possession was the house they were living in, which got demolished completely in the catastrophic flood. They are currently living in a shed in a nearby property. GMA's housing project will give them the much-needed roof over their head. Charity has always been one of the prime organisational goals of GMA. GMA has led many charity projects since its inception. GMA has been distributing essential amenities to the district hospitals of Kerala since 2010. In the memory of Alicia Rajiv, GMA donated over £3,500 to the Make-A-Wish charity in the UK. And this made GMA stand out as an organisation in the county community as one that contributes as much as it can to those less fortunate. These experiences have helped GMA to take up the housing project and manage it directly instead of just financing it. This way we are making sure that every penny is being utilised for the right cause. We would like to express our sincere gratitude to all those who helped us through this journey. We bow our heads in respect to all those who contributed to this in one way or another. We saw people around us coming together, irrespective of race and religion. Our promise to you is that your help will reach the right hands in the best possible way. The disastrous flood that Kerala suffered has presented us with a lot of heartwarming gestures within Kerala and from around the world. These acts of kindness are powerful enough to restore our faith in humanity again. Today the whole world is applauding its heroic battle against an utterly shattering calamity. Kerala continues to strive together as a fraternity to bounce back from this tragedy. Together we will rebuild a better Kerala.